Good day, teacher. We are group number 5 and we choose the topic number 3, understanding the blood and bones. My name is Mariela Panchana Prudente. Subtopic 1, fusion of blood in the body. Blood performs several crucial functions essential for the proper functioning of the body. As especially bodily fluid, it plays a control role in maintaining homeostasis throughout a variety of interconnector process. Number one, transport oxygen, red blood cells, thanks to hemoglobin, transport oxygen from the lung to all the cells of the body. Carbon dioxide, conversely, blood collects carbon dioxide produced by cells and carries it to the lung for eliminations. And nutrients, blood transport nutrients absorbed in the digestive system, chooses glucose, amino acids, lipids, vitamins, and minerals to the different tissues and organs. Hormones. Hormones is secreted by the endocrine glands through the bloodstream to reach the target organ and tissues. Waste products, blood transport, metabolic waste product, such as urea and uric acid to the excretory organs, primarily the kidneys and liver for eliminations. Heat blood distributes the heat generated by muscle activity and other blood process throughout the body, helping to maintain a stable internal temperature.
Good day, teacher. My name is Amiel Andrade. Defense. White blood cells, leukocytes, are immune systems cell found in the blood. They protect the body against infection caused by bacteria, viruses, fungi, and other pathogens. There are various types of white blood cells, each with a specific roles in the immune response. Antivirus. Blood plasma contains antivirus immunoglobulins, which are proteins that recognize and neutralize foreign agents, pathogens. Platelets. Although their primary role is in blood, platelets also contribute to the body's defense mechanisms against certain pathogens. Regulation. Body temperature. Blood contributes to thermoregulation through vasodilatation, widening blood vessels near the skin to relieve heat, vasoconstriction, narrowing of blood vessels to conserve heat, acid, base, balance, pH. Blood contains buffer systems that help maintain a stable pH, which is essential for proper cellular function. For balance, plasma proteins help maintain osmotic pressure, regulating the movement of water between the blood and surrounding tissues. Coagulation, platelets, various chlorine factor present in plasma are essential for stopping clearing after vascular injury by forming blood clots. Thank you.
Hello, teacher. My name is Ichi Kukutoboyes. Subtopic 2, some common English 9 for bones. What are bones? Bones are hard, rigid tissues. They make up the human skeleton, providing support, structure, and protection to internal organs. The adult human body has 20,106 bones along with muscle and joints and enable movement and locomotion. Function of bones: structural support, organ protection, movement, mineral storage, blood cell production. Bones are classified in bones of the thigh, spine, rib, arm, and leg. Classification of the bones with size and shape. Long bones, like the femur and hummer, which are longer than they are wide and are found in extremities. They contain bone marrow, which produce left field. Flat bones, like the sternum and vertebrae, which are flat and protect internal organs. They serve as insertion point for muscles. They grow directly replace the mesenchyma with going through the hyaline cartilage stage. Short bones, like the carpal and tarsal bones, which are small and cube-shaped, they facilitate movement in small, young shoots as they angle. Irregular bones, like the facial bones and vertebrae, which don't fit in any of the above categories. They serve as insertion points for muscles. Sesamoid bones, small round bones upon which tendons like the patella. Sesamoid bones can be found at the ends of the long bones of the upper and lower extremity where the tendons grow. Bones of the face, also known as the face skeleton or viscerocranium, they are made up of 14 bones, 6 pairs and 2 single bones. The paired bones are the nasal, maxilla, zygomatic, piloting, lacrimal, and inferior turbinate. The single bones are the mandible and femur. Cranial bones, frontal ones, located on the front and of the sky is for the forehead, the roof of the eye socket, and part of the nasal cavity. Parietal tube for most of the sides and roof of the sky. Temporal tube, located of the sides and below the parietal bones. It uses the hearing organ and articulate with the mandible. Occipital one. For the base and base of the sky, it contains the foramen magnum, a elaborate opening through with the spinal cord bases. Sphenoid one. A complete butterfly-shaped bone located at the base of the sky, articulate with all the upper cranial bones. Ethmoid one. Located on the anterior part of the base of the sky, between the orbit, and contribute to formation of the nasal cavity and orbit.
Hi, my name is Carla Ochoa Jimenez, and my subtopic is spine or vertebral column. The spine encloses the spinal cord and the fluid that surrounds the spinal cord. Cervical vertebra, located in the neck. They provide support to the head and allow it to move. Thoracic vertebra. They are attached to the ribs. They form the rib cage. Lumbar vertebra. These are the 5 bones that make up to lower back. Sacral vertebra. Triangular bony structure found at the bottom of the spine. Coccygeal vertebra. A terminal portion of the spine, composed of 3 to 5 fused coccygeal vertebrae. Bones of the torso. They include the spine to rib cage, which protects vital organs, such as the heart and lungs. and the spine provides support and flexibility to the trunk. And the appendicular skeleton. It includes the upper and lower extremities of upper limbs. It's the arms. They are made up of the shoulder girdle, arm, forearm, and hand. Their primary function is manipulation and mobility. Shoulder girdle. It's joined to upper limb to the trunk, formed by the clavicle and the scapula. Arm. A region of the upper limb located between the shoulder and the elbow, which contains the humerus. A forearm. It is made up of two long bones, radius and ulna. It extends between the wrist and elbow. And the hand. It extends from the wrist to the fingertips. It's made up of carpal bones, metacarpal and phalanges. And lower limbs, lower extremity of the body, including the thin leg and foot. Topographically, topographically, they are divided into four sections: hip, thin, leg, and foot. Hip, a joint that joins the thin bone to the pelvic bone. Thin, part of the lower extremity from the hip joint to the knee. Its important bone is the femur. Leg, it consists of the tibia and fibula. The tibia articulators with the femur toe and the knee joint. The tibia and fibula articulated with the talus bones of the foot via the ankle joint. And foot, the terminal part of the lower limbs includes the tarsus, metatarsal, and phalanges, on which the human being stands in standing and walks. Thanks.
Subtopic 3. Blood disorders and their impact on bones. What role does blood play? Blood performs vital functions such as oxygen transport, immune defense, coagulations, and maintaining internal balance. Its production occurs primarily in the bone marrow, located inside the bones. What happens when there is an alteration in its compositions? An alteration in its components can affect both the circulatory systems and the bones. Blood disorders include diseases that affect red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets, and plasma, and can be congenital or acquired. These conditions alter the productions, destructions, or functions of blood cells, also compromising bone health. Among the most common blood disorders, leukemia, lymphoma, thalassemia, sickle cell diseases, paroxysmal nocturnal globinuria, and other coagulation disorders. What is leukemia? Leukemia is a type of cancer that affects the blood and originates in the bone marrow, where blood cells are produced. It is characterized by the excessive and abnormal productions of white blood cells. It is caused by genetic mutations, either inherited or acquired, as well as exposure to radiations or certain chemicals. Leukemia is one of the most common types of childhood cancer, although it also affects adults. Its incidence varies depending on the type. Lymphocytic, myeloid, acquired, or chronic. Symptoms include fatigue, weight loss, fever, night sweats, frequent infections, and easy bleeding. What is thalassemia? Thalassemia is an inherited disorder caused by mutations that affect the production of hemoglobin, the protein is responsible for transporting oxygen in red blood cells.
My name is Alison Junco Gomez, and I will continue with the presentation on blood disorders and their impact on the bones. Thalassemia, it is common in the Mediterranean basin, Asia, Africa, and the Middle East. It is one of the most frequent hereditary anemias. Symptoms include chronic anemia, fatigue, pale veins, jaundice, delayed growth, and spleen enlargement. Impact on bones. The bone marrow expands to produce more red blood cells, which can result in bone deformities, especially in the face and skull, fractures, and osteoporosis. What is sickle cell disease? Sickle cell disease is a genetic disorder caused with a mutation in the HBB genes on chromosome 11, which alter the shape of red blood cells. It affects around 50 million people worldwide, with higher prevalence in Africa, India, the Middle East, and part of the Mediterranean. Symptoms include pain increases, anemia, frequent infections, fatigue, jaundice, and organ damage due to vascular blockage. Impact on bones. Blockage of blood vessels by misshapen red blood cells reduce blood flow, leading to bone pain, necrosis, growth delays, and joint damage. What is paroxysmal nocturnal hemoglobinuria? PNH is a rare disease in which red blood cells are destroyed prematurely, causing hemoglobin to be released into the bloodstream and eventually appear in the urine. Symptoms include dark-colored urine, fatigue, blood loss, and abdominal or limb pain. Impact on bones. PNH indirectly affects the bones by causing microthrombosis and bone ischemia, which can lead to severe pain and vascular necrosis. It can also be associated with bone marrow failure, impairing bone tissue regeneration. Thank you very much.